and they just didn't credit any of the translators. Like,
Famously, this seems to happen a lot because this is not the first time it's happened, obviously. But translators and
Sony's the history of this, apparently.
Like, well, not just Sony, but a lot of other companies as well. Just they forget to credit their translators and their QA. And actually, you know, one thing that I had to do is I had to ask Night Dive to credit me for the small amount of voice work I did for Rise of the Triad Ludicrous Edition. I actually voiced the new, well, not the new, but the female enemies. I was one of the voices for those. So by total random chance, and it's not necessarily a matter of, you know, I need to have my name on this. It's like, I mean,
credit goes where credit is due. You know,
if somebody,
if you worked on it, you need to be.
It's an odd thing to like. Oh, you know, I'm just like, oh, we just kind of just didn't, you know, credit this person, no matter how big or small of a role. Like, it's all important. And also, it's cool to be like, hey, I was in this thing or whatever. Yeah.
It's not even a matter of like it happening on purpose. I think sometimes it does just happen on accident. So
Night Dive are not EA. They're not known for being a bad publisher, you know, that treating people poorly. They're you know, as much a part of the community as any other, and like I said, it's very likely that it wasn't on purpose and it was an oversight. Someone perhaps wasn't paying full attention that day or didn't have access to the information where they knew that was the case. And he did the right thing by mentioning it to them, because at the end of the day, it's work that you've done that you should be credited for. Have you thought about?
Sorry, go. That's it.
I was going to say, have you thought about being? You're very vocal in regards to AI. Have you thought about being as vocal about your experiences and the treatment of women in terms of, you know, being someone that people can look up to, or do you think that's, as mentioned earlier on, just it's too draining really to fight?
It's interesting because I actually released a video very recently about statistics when it comes to who plays video games in terms of like the gender